Welcome to What Was That? I'm Gabe Sanchez. Republicans like Ben Shapiro have been losing their minds over the new Barbie movie, and it's all because they think it's a man-hating woke propaganda fest full of communist messaging.
Is Barbie a communist?
Maybe.
Maybe.
The funniest thing about the GOP's lame attempt to boycott the Barbie movie is that it has already grossed over $500 million globally, and it's still growing.
So cool.
For some reason, Republicans think that a boycott consists of going to a business, buying their product, and then filming themselves destroying it. It's just like how they purchase bags of M&Ms to smash them, or how they purchase cases of Bud Light to shoot them with an AR-15. It's times like these that make me feel like we're living in a Republican fever dream written by an AI bot called ChatGOP. Which reminds me, if we don't support the writers and actors who are on strike right now, we'll just end up getting AI-generated TV shows and movies that look like Ron DeSantis' homoerotic anti-gay ad. The Barbie movie is just another example of how the Republican Party is the very cancel culture that they rally against. It's a dumb and pointless tantrum that's full of fake outrage. Like Ted Cruz saying it's to appease the Chinese Communist Party.
There's a scene in Barbie where there is this map of the world, and it's drawn like with crayon. I mean, it's really a very simple cartoon. And so they have this blockish thing that is called Asia. And then they've drawn what are called the 9 dashes.
Look, I know Republicans have a love-hate relationship with counting things, but as you can clearly see from the photo, there are only 8 dashes. Not to mention, the map looks nothing like Southeast Asia.
This is Chinese communist propaganda, which the Chinese are asserting sovereignty over the entirety of the South China Sea. And they don't have any right to it under international law, but they're trying to take it away from their neighbors there, take away and claim China's in charge of the entire sea and no one else.
So let me get this straight. Barbie, the ultimate symbol of consumerism, is in a movie made by Hollywood capitalists who, by the way, are unwilling to pay writers and actors fair wages, is somehow working with the CCP?
Right.
Also, according to a spokesperson for Warner Brothers, the map in Barbie Land is a childlike crayon drawing. The doodles depict Barbie's make-believe journey from Barbie Land to the real world. It was not intended to make any type of statement. Now, some Republicans actually went to the movie, like misogynistic, homophobic, anti-Semitic, fascist incel Nick Fuentes.
I wanted a fun beach movie. I wanted dance numbers. I wanted the beach. I wanted pink.
Also, I've always had this sneaking suspicion that Nick Fuentes is deeply repressed and has always wanted to say this to other men.
I will beach both of you off at the same time.
And then you've got other Republicans like Matt Gaetz and his wife Ginger Gaetz who dressed up in pink for the premiere, which I'm sure Matt was very eager to go considering the movie's target audience. So after seeing the movie, Ginger tweeted about her experience, and I gotta say, her lack of self-awareness is incredible. The Barbie I grew up with was a representation of limitless possibilities, embracing diverse careers and feminine empowerment. That is literally the whole premise of the movie. It's almost like she went to the movie and everything just went right over her head. Ginger also cries about the Barbie movie lacking faith in family. Except Barbie has never practiced any religion, she has never been married, she has never been pregnant, and she has never been marketed or sold as a mother. Ginger also didn't like the unfair treatment of Midge, Barbie's pregnant friend, which is ironic since conservatives were instrumental in canceling the doll because they believed it promoted teenage pregnancy. And if her posts weren't enough, Ginger then went on to Steve Bannon's show to whine about the movie even more.
I want to make it clear, I am not canceling the iconic Barbie doll. I think the movie should be boycotted.
Republicans have a very difficult time supporting independent women and are unwilling to understand why young girls would aspire to be something more than just a housewife in a kitchen. But rest assured, when there's a group of women excited about and praising something, there are always Republicans lurking around the corner ready to trash it. And speaking of trash, Ben Shapiro, everyone's favorite 39-year-old pint-sized political pundit, had a meltdown over the Barbie movie. Excuse me folks, facts don't care about your feelings and Barbie's body proportions are anatomically incorrect. The last time Ben Shapiro did a movie review, it was for The Glass Onion and the internet roasted him for his rant. And it certainly didn't help how triggered he got over the parallels between Edward Norton's character and Elon Musk. But what do you expect? Every review that Shapiro has done is
So dumb.
It's so dumb, it's brilliant.
No!
It's just dumb.
The guy just doesn't understand film or art for that matter. I mean, Shapiro produced a movie with transphobe Gina Carano, and it was not only terrible, but it was also too woke for his right-wing fans. Now, before we get into Shapiro's cringy magnum opus, he wanted everyone to know that he didn't go to the Barbie movie out of choice. His producers dragged him to go see it.
Sure, Jan.
I've been informed that this is Shapiro right before we saw the movie. Wait, is he naked? Oh my god, is Shapiro just a plastic Ben doll with no genitals? Actually, this makes a lot of sense when you remember that Shapiro admitted that he couldn't get his wife aroused all while he was critiquing Cardi B's song,
Wet ass P-word. P-word is female genitalia.
Ben Shapiro really needs to stop critiquing things because he just keeps embarrassing himself. Anyway, let's get some pants on this Ben doll. Much better. Now, from the photo, you'll notice that Shapiro is looking grumpy in a Cinemark, and since he lives in wealthy Boca Raton, Florida, he most likely went to the only Cinemark in town, Cinemark Bistro. And since Shapiro mentioned that he saw both Barbie and Oppenheimer, let's just assume that he woke up early, had a warm glass of Metamucil, and caught the 9 a.m. matinee showing, which cost $9.75. Oh, the $9.75 ticket is for a child? Like I said, little Benny paid $9.75 to see Barbie, and then throw in $10.75 for the adult who chaperoned him and took his photo. So after the movie, Shapiro filmed the intro for his Barbie rant.
Oh, well, you and I can have a cookout later.
Oops, wrong video. That was Sid from Toy Story. So if we take the movie tickets and add $23 for the Barbie Leopard Rainbow doll, $25 for the Barbie the Movie Barbie doll, $25 for the Barbie the Movie Ken doll, $20 for the Barbie truck, $8 for the diamond long matchsticks, and $20 for the lighter fluid, that means all in, Shapiro spent almost $150 to see the Barbie movie and then light the Barbie dolls on fire. Oh my god, Shapiro is so manly and tough.
Let's make this thing happen. I'll do the full control.
Shapiro is almost 40 years old and he posted a 43-minute long hate watch video on YouTube complaining about how Barbie divides men and women and calling it
a piece of
Now, I watched Shapiro's 43-minute video so you don't have to, and that is 43 minutes that I will never get back in my life, so please join me in mocking him. I can honestly imagine his kids asking him to go see the Barbie movie, and this is how he responds. Actually, Daddy feels emasculated by a movie about plastic dolls with no genitals, and now has to go hate watch it to own the libs. The guy needs to chill out and spend more time with his family. Instead, he spent a whole day in a theater with
youngish moms, middle-aged moms, with their 6, 7, 8-year-old girls.
To quote Shapiro, his movie review of Barbie is
a flaming piece of dog piled atop an entire dumpster on fire, piled atop a landfill filled with dog.
But don't worry, he's got his handy-dandy notes.
I have pages and pages of notes on this horrific piece of I mean, my goodness.
As you can see, little Ben has a very limited vocabulary, relying heavily on the word shit. Also, I feel like I have to remind everyone again that Ben Shapiro is almost 40 years old, and he spent 43 minutes complaining about how Barbie has a supposed radical feminist agenda.
Angry feminist claptrap that alienates men from women, undermines basic human values, and promotes falsehood all at the same time.
Dude, you gotta chill the out, man. It's a fun movie for kids and adults about a toy doll. Ben Shapiro's whole review is overflowing with gaslighting, complaining that there's an attack on the patriarchy, and, well, of course, misogyny.
And the low-level man says, I'm a man with no power. Does that make me a woman? No, you can't parallel park. That's what makes you a woman.
His insecurity really comes out when he gets triggered by a trans actress playing a Barbie.
One of the Barbies is a trans Barbie, and this is treated totally normally, as though this is a female Barbie, with a voice, again, deeper than my own.
He also made mocking and idiotic comments like this.
In the real world, men run pretty much everything, which is weird. Who greenlit this piece of shit? I mean, Greta Gerwig is a lady. She's making a good living off of this. Margot Robbie is playing the lead. In fact, the entire cast, aside from basically Ryan Gosling, is women. So, it seems like women are doing okay.
This is like someone claiming that racism doesn't exist because President Barack Obama, Michael Jordan, and Oprah Winfrey are rich and influential. And according to Shapiro, this was his prediction.
My prediction is going to just absolutely fall off a cliff after that. The repeat business on this movie is going to be non-existent.
Well, that couldn't be further from the truth. In its first weekend, the Barbie movie made $162 million domestically, making it the biggest opening weekend of the year and the biggest opening weekend for a film directed by a woman. And not only did it have the best Monday gross in Warner Brothers history, as well as an increase in repeat business, but it has now passed $500 million worldwide. That is $500 million. Not bad for a communist film about woke dolls with no genitals. And even after Shapiro was roasted online, he's still trying to defend his position.
The reaction to me burning a Barbie car with like a Barbie and Ken in it is like the reaction of the Islamic world when someone burns a Quran in Sweden. It's totally crazy. I don't even, like, wow, guys, wow.
Benny, my guy, no. We're all laughing at you because you're a 39-year-old man who spent almost $150 to go see a girl's doll movie and then burned said dolls as part of a 43-minute rant on YouTube. It's pathetic. Oh, and according to Shapiro, he did not dress up like Ryan Gosling's Ken despite them wearing the same outfit.
And the question was whether I had purposefully worn that outfit to the Barbie movie. No, I hadn't seen it, guys. That's just what people tend to wear a lot.
Well, at least I can admit that I did go see the movie dressed as Ben Shapiro, dressed as Ryan Gosling, dressed as Ken. Shapiro's Barbie Hate Watch Fest is more pathetic than the time that he bought a single piece of cheap poplar wood from Home Depot and then tried to play it off as a joke.
All right, as you can see, I just went shopping at Home Depot. You should do the same. This wood, this board, this magnificent piece of poplar is now mine.
At its core, this whole Barbie boycott is just another dumb and pointless political stunt that Republicans end up rake-stepping. So the next time a bunch of petulant children like Ben Shapiro and other Republicans try to boycott a toy movie, I hope they remember,
we toys can see everything. So play nice.
Well, that's all for me today. Thanks so much for watching, and feel free to connect with me on Instagram, Threads, YouTube, or Twitter at I am Gabe Sanchez. And if you want to be a part of what makes my show possible, plus get access to episodes before they go public, plus a bonus live show on the weekend, you can do so by going to patreon.com/IamGabeSanchez. So until next episode, I'm Gabe Sanchez, and this has been What Was That?